Okay. So I hope online students can hear me clearly. Online students, can I have a confirmation? Online students, can you hear me clearly? Well, okay. So I hope everything's fine. And all the tunes will be provided in the Zoom chat and also in the WhatsApp group. Anyways, if students are continuing, definitely by next week, we'll be posting all the notes to your to your doorstep, but like for the students who are continuing with the class, definitely, anyways, for now, for today, we'll provide you the PDF, but by next week, we'll send you the all the notes for this month. That's how it goes. So I think we can start. Um, well, iPad. No, not the note, iPad, my iPad. Okay, so I'll start and it's good afternoon, right? So hi everyone. Anyways, I know I doesn't look like I don't look like a teacher, uh, but it's fine, right? It's fine because now that's why our classes are moving really well. You can call me Aya and you can ask me any question and you can ask any question from my staff. Anyways, like you usually look into all the subjects. Not only only physics. That means if you have questions from maybe maths, maybe chemistry, maybe bio, definitely you have like our staff, like everyone, all the staff are the students who did A levels very well, or from someone from University of Morocco, or from engineering or medicine. So definitely feel free. Okay, feel free here. You can ask any question. Okay, it's not like I'm the sir that, and you are gonna learn from me that I'm the best guy here. It's not like that. Okay, please feel free to ask any question because giving a small idea about the class. If we talk about our 25 batch class, in our 25 batch class, it's not like I'm teaching, then they are learning. We have a separate session on Friday. Now it's different. We had a separate session on Friday where I just come to the class and they bring a lot of questions. Then they hand over the difficult questions. Then I try to discuss. Then one guy from here says that, no, yeah, it's not the best method. We can discuss it. It's easy to do this question this way. Then we try that method. Then another person shouts like, no, it's not the way. We can try like this. And then we try that out. Likewise, like it's not like we are teaching and you are learning in this class. Okay, that's not how it happens in our class for sure. It's just, anyways. I'm engineering from University of Morocco, and currently I'm running an electronic company. So my expertise is electronics plus physics because for physics, my knowledge is mainly from local A levels and Olympiad. I have a gold medal in physics Olympiad, so it's mainly from that area. Okay. So anyways, when we are learning, okay, assume mechanics. When we finish mechanics, all you know is mechanics, and you know mechanics really well. That you will know mechanics better than me at some point. Okay. You will know mechanics better than me at some point. At that moment, we bring a lot of difficult questions to the class. Some questions, they may feel difficult for me also. Then I need your support, okay? The whole process is, I teach you very well such that you will become better than me. So then you can help me with the questions, okay? That's how the class goes. Clear? Clear, everyone? So it's not like I'm the sir and you're learning. It's not like that. Just feel free to ask whatever the question you have. And just this is a very free space. After some time, let's have I'll organize a separate date for you guys where you can come and discuss questions like 25 batch. We'll see. Okay, so for today, the plan is not basically doing any introduction or something like that. Today's main plan is mainly to discuss maths parts, okay? Maths parts and some whatever the maths you knew, okay? When you are doing O levels, organizing them in a proper way such that we can use them in questions. Okay, today it's about teaching that part. Okay, teaching you how to apply this maths. Okay, how to apply this maths and some maybe science knowledge in A levels. Okay, that is the main target. But before talking about anything, okay, I need you to provide some guidance on A levels. Okay, how to work in A levels. It's really important. So whatever happened in O levels, now it's over. Okay, whatever happened in O levels, you don't have to think about that. Okay, whatever the mark you gain, okay, whatever the mark you gain from A levels will 100% depend on the amount of work you put from today onwards. Okay, from today onwards, whatever happened in O levels, it doesn't matter. Okay, Please keep it in your mind, okay? You can forget anything happened in O levels. You may be a really good person. You may be really good and you got maybe, you may get 9s. You may be the section first of O levels, but here you have to start from beginning, okay? And maybe you didn't do well in O levels. Yes, even I didn't like focused on A levels a lot. I mean, that's the free time, right? Whenever you are doing O levels, it's not a huge trouble. We do sports, we do extracurricular activity, we do everything possible when we are doing O levels, okay? But A levels, the story is a little bit different, okay? We have to start working from day one, okay? That is the basic requirement, okay? So please keep that in mind. And also, uh, even this is important for parents and students also. Your marks will, I mean, it takes some time to improve your marks, okay? It takes some time to improve your marks. For an, I mean, for an example, I, I usually tell this story to everyone because it's really important to know this kind of stuff. I'm from Ananda College, okay? I'm from Ananda College, and we had, yeah. So I'm from Ananda College, and we had like uh, Island First our batch. Tarusha Fonseca, he was from our he was from our class. Okay. So the story goes like this: in the first term, okay, in the first term, as I remember, I got 88 for maths. I got 88 for maths, and Tarusha got 40 something. Okay, Tarusha got 40 something, 43 or something like that for maths. Okay. That's how it started. Okay, I'm 88 and 43, but this is the guy I'm talking about. This is the island first. Okay, so the best story was like he always learned from someone. Okay, maybe me. He come and ask questions from me, or he come and ask questions from others. He ask questions from teachers. Okay, he just keeps improving. Okay, I mean whatever the mark you get. Okay, whatever the mark you get, you can forget that, and he just keeps improving. Okay, maybe, I mean, yes, you can't jump from 43 to 88 in one day, but you can go from 43 to 44 by next day, okay? That's possible, right? That's possible. So he just kept improving, and it took like as I remember, it took like four terms for him to pass me, okay? So I remember in the fifth term, he was the class first and I was the class second. And in the last term also, he was the class first and I was the class second. But then he ended up being island first, okay? He ended up being island first. So the story here is, it's not how good you are or how clever you are or whatever you are doing here, okay? It's not about that, okay? It's not about that. It's about your attitude, okay? Your attitude, whether you are willing to learn from everyone, okay? Whether you are willing to work every day, okay? Without thinking about whatever the marks you got, okay? Without thinking about anything, if you are willing to work, okay? And for parents also, if your like son or daughter put enough hours to this work, if they are not getting enough marks, just forget, okay? Just forget. It takes time for students to improve, okay? But if you are not putting enough hours and you are playing games all day, then your marks are not improving. It's a different story, okay? Just don't think that you will be island first or anything like that. It's a different story in that case. But if you are putting enough hours, okay? If you are putting enough hours, you can just forget about your marks. Whatever the marks you get, you can forget. But you can go from 43 to 44, 44 to 45, like that. You can keep improving, okay? And we were working together. I mean, we in our classroom, okay, in our classroom, we had a work culture, very good work culture. That means I and Tarusha was always working, and we were discussing questions. So due to that reason, a lot of students, I mean, they also started discussing with us. So due to this reason, from our class only, we had, as I remember, 14 or 15 engineering students. University of Morocco, I mean, from all Colombo, we have maybe 150 or 200 students for engineering. We had 15 students only from our class. Why? It's not like our class students were really bright, our class students were really good. It's not like that. There was a very good work culture in our class. Everyone was learning, everyone was from learning from everyone. So what I need you to do is, yes, you have to work and try to find a very nice work circle. Okay, work circle. Find some people who can work with you. අත් එක්ක එකට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන් මිනිස්සු ටිකක් හොයාගන්න. තේරුණා? Find some people who can work with you together. Okay. So working together, and there's a work culture like that in our institute, okay? You can come to the institute. Maybe from third week, we'll be starting papers for you guys. There will be a paper. It's not like just don't make it a burden. There will be papers from third week. තුන්වෙනි සතියේ විතර ඉඳන් අපි ඔයගන්ට paper start කරනවා. Reason, you can just do the paper, check your marks. Then you can see what to improve, okay? You don't have to think about the person who got 88, Okay, you may be at 43. There may be people who are getting 88. You don't have to think about that. You only have to focus about today you got 43. Tomorrow you can get 44. Then it's okay. Clear? Then it's okay. So from third week onwards, we'll be starting papers. It's not to like create an unnecessary competition. It's for you to evaluate yourself. Okay, so that you can evaluate yourself. Clear? Clear? Everyone? Okay, so just don't make this paper weekly papers. We are starting from third week, but just don't make it a burden. Just let it go. Okay, and just do the paper and check your marks. That's all we need you to do. Then you will see where you have to improve. Then whenever you find that you need to improve something, just come and meet me. Ask what should I do. Okay, ask what should I do, or ask from our panel. There may be different invigilators. You will meet different invigilators in different days, and after some time I'll be dividing students among invigilators so that they can guide you. Okay, අපි ටික දවසකින් ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉන්විජිලේටර්ස්ලා අතර බෙදනවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් තුනම චෙක් කර කර ගයිඩ් කර කර යන්න පුළුවන් වෙන වෙනම. තේරුණාද? ඒක බාධාවක් කරගන්න එපා. These are just seniors, okay, 1 or 2 years elder than you guys, so you don't have to like be afraid. You can just tell whatever the problem you have to them or me. Okay, මට මේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ, මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ, මෙහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. Any issue, okay, any issue, because even in other classes we have some students telling financial issues for us, which we can definitely solve. Okay, which we can definitely solve. So some students are telling about financial issues, some students are telling about things related to education. So whatever the issue you have, you can just tell. Okay, this is not a huge class and this is a very friendly environment, so just feel free to tell whatever the problems you have. Okay, that's how our class continues. Clear? එහෙම තමයි අපි මේක කරගෙන යන්නේ. And definitely there will be two classes. One is Sinhala and English medium class. එකක් Sinhala and English medium class එකක්. ඒකේ මම සිංහලනුත් explain කරනවා, English වලනුත් ඒක explain කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ Sinhala with English terms. ඒක ගොඩක් match වෙන්නේ if you are English medium, but if your mother tongue is Sinhala, if you are daily talking with in Sinhala, this Sinhala and English class would be better. Okay, why? Physics, it's really complex, so you should be understanding them very well. Okay, so if your mother tongue is Sinhala, whatever you do, you understand better in Sinhala. So in that class, I'm teaching in Sinhala and English. Okay, ඒකේ මම Sinhala and English වලින් teach කරන්නේ. ඒකේ වාට ඇවිල්ලා English medium උනත් කිසි issue එකක් නැතුව ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. Clear? In that class, it's an Sinhala and English medium class. And there's another class, entirely English medium, on Thursday. Okay, on Thursday there's an entirely English medium class. It's better if you can understand English completely. Okay, if it is difficult to understand Sinhala, okay, then you can join the entirely English medium class. It entirely depends on you. But what is required is, this is not like a very easy subject. So what should happen from your side is, you should, just join both classes. You don't have to pay separately for both classes. Just join both classes, then see what is the best class for you. Okay, that's the message from my side. And as I said, what matters is not your brain. What matters is not your IQ. Okay, කොච්චර හිතන්න පුළුවන්ද, කොච්චර වයිඩ් දෝවා වැඩක් නැහැ. What matters is your attitude. Okay, what matters is your attitude. Okay, because after some time some students think, okay, class එක ගියා තමයි දන්නේ, my school teacher doesn't know anything. Okay, after some time some students think, okay, this sir don't know anything, this sir knows everything. Okay, it's like that. It's not like that. Okay, everyone have different expertise. Okay, your class teacher has a very good idea about marking schemes. Okay, they have very good experience, so just go and ask questions from them. We have a different kind of knowledge. I have learned physics just out of curiosity. So I have a huge passion for physics. So I'm able to teach physics very well. So I have different strengths. So you can ask the same question from me, ask the same question from your school teacher, ask the same question from our invigilators. Then check, okay, 3 different views. See, that's how we learn. 3 different views for the same question. Now you can learn a lot. Okay, now you can learn a lot. That is the story. So I repeat again, what matters is not your IQ level. What matters is your definitely focus and the attitude. Okay, whether you are willing to learn from everyone. Clear? Is that clear? හැමෝගෙම ඉගෙන ගන්න කැමතිද කියන එක තමයි මේකට ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් බලපාන්නේ. Clear? Okay, so I have a set of more messages. I'll be passing one by one while doing the class. Definitely my target is to cover a lot of content today. Okay, because I don't like to waste your time. So let's move into the content. Then while doing the class, I'll explain you what is the best method of studying, okay, things like that I'll explain throughout the class, okay. So like that, let's start the discussion. I think everyone have their workbooks. For online students, workbooks will be available in the Zoom chat and the group, okay. Workbooks will be available in the group and Zoom chat. And parents, they can anytime they can contact us, okay. Parents can contact us anytime. You can contact these numbers if you have any inquiries. You can contact this number if you have any inquiries. Not 7040297001. If you have any inquiries, you can contact. Just feel free to ask about your child and anything, and even students. If you have any issues, you can contact these numbers. And just let us know what should happen from our side, okay? අපේ පැත්තේ මොකක්ද වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා නිකන් අපිට inform කරන්න. Clearද? That is the basic requirement. Clear? Okay. So definitely, as I explained again, this is not somewhere like you are learning and I'm teaching. We should collaborate at some point. So I need you to learn fast, okay, and grow, okay. I need you to learn fast and grow so that we can collaboratively learn together, okay. Clear, everyone? Clear? Nice. So let's start with the discussion. First of all, I'll teach you how to connect these things, how to connect the knowledge you have in, I'll show you a small question. Okay, I'll show you a small question, which I use, here I use entirely your O-level knowledge, but you will see how we connect things in A-levels, okay? This example, let's try something like this. Like anyone have you like, while sieving, okay, I think it's not that difficult. It's difficult. Anyways, let's think something like this. We call this the fish eye view, okay? We call this the fish eye view. What is fish eye view? It's something like this, okay? I'm just teaching you how things are connected in, how we connect the knowledge we have, we learned in O levels, how we connect them for A levels. That's what I'm going to teach. So can you remember this thing? Critical angle, avadi kone, matakada. Critical angle, can you remember? Critical angle, yes. So when a ray goes like this, okay, when a ray moves like this, at a certain angle, we call that the critical angle. Mekata avadi kone kiyenawa. What happens at this angle? This ray goes through the surface, right? This ray goes through the surface. Clear? Can you remember this thing? We call this the critical angle. Clear? Okay, let's see how we can connect things. Then another thing, can you remember the Snell law? Snell law? Snell niyame matakada? What is Snell law? Sin I. Nice. Sin I over sin R equals what? N. Critical angle. Clear? Sin I over sin R equals N. That means critical angle. You can remember this thing also, right? Okay. So you can remember these things very well. So then, after this, can you remember the reversibility of light? Reversibility of light. Alokaye pratyavartata mooladharme. Reversibility of light. Can you remember? What is reversibility of light? What is reversibility of light? If light goes in a certain path, it returns in the same path. Can you remember? If light goes in a certain path, it returns in the same path. That means there may be a lens like this, or maybe a prism like this, a different scenario like this, and light may be going through a very complex path like this, okay? Light may be moving in a very complex path like this, okay? If we send another ray in opposite direction, what would happen here? It would say travel in the same path. මේ පාරේම අනිත් පැත්තට එනවනේ අනිත් පැත්තට කිරණයක් එව්ව. Can you remember? If we send a ray in this direction, it would return in the same path. Clear? This we call what? Reversibility of light. Can you remember? ආලෝකයේ ප්‍රත්‍යාවර්තතා මූල ධර්මය. Okay, I'll explain everything. There are some questions online. I'll explain everything. Now, let's connect these things. Let's connect these things. We call this the fish eye view. Okay, if you ask a fish how they see the world, okay, they see everything in a circle. Do you understand that? They see everything in a circle. I mean, if this is the eye of a fish, if this is the eye of a fish, I'm just trying to give you a typical or A-level question, okay? Just to show you guys how things are connected in A-levels, okay? So if this is the eye of a fish, this ray goes like this without any refraction. Can you remember? This ray goes continuously without any refraction. වර්තනයකින් තොරව මෙයා කෙලින් යනවානේ. Clear? Then what about this ray? What about this ray? This one? It goes maybe like this. Clear? And this ray maybe like this. Clear? And at certain point, when it reaches this C, critical angle, what happens? What happens? It goes through the surface, right? It goes through the surface. Is that clear? It goes through the surface. So this is the setup, okay? This is the setup. So now assume there's a tree here. Assume there's a tree here. Okay, I just don't know how to draw diagrams. Okay, there's a tree here. That's why we use smart boards now so that we can show everything. So there's a tree here. Clear? Now reversibility of light. Reversibility of light. This light ray coming from this point, it returns like this, right? Reversibility of light, if they go in this direction, they returns in the opposite direction. Clear? If there's a light ray going like this light ray will be coming in, moving in this path. Clear? If there's a ray like this, it will be returning like this. Clear? Clear? So now try to understand. This ray coming from this point, it returns in this path. Clear? It returns in this path so that you can see this point here. Clear? I mean, your eye don't know the story, okay? Your eye don't know the story that this ray is coming from here and it turns here. මේ කතාව දන්නේ නැහැ නේද? Your eye don't know the story. Your eye only sees that this ray is coming from this point. Clear? So your eye thinks that this point is here. Clear? Okay? And this point, this part of the train, it comes in this path. And again, my eye doesn't know the story. How light travels, these kind of stuff. I have no idea. That they bends here. This story, I doesn't know. So what happens? My eye thinks that the tree is here. This point of the tree is here. Clear? And there's sun here maybe. And ye see it here. So when you think about the vision of the fish, whole tree is here, right? Like this. I mean, this optics, the story about optics is really nice. මේ ආලෝකයේ සම්බන්ධ කතාව හරි ලස්සනයි. Okay? It entirely depends on what you see. What you see, and it's really important. Okay? It has lot of use cases. Okay? Lot of use cases. For a different example, just to elaborate this, different example, think. Can you tell me what is 1 light year? ආලෝක වර්ෂයක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? 1 light year. Sorry? The distance light travels in 1 year. Clear? The distance light travels in 1 year. Can you remember? 1 light year means the distance light travels in 1 year. Clear? So, this is a different story that you have to understand. Uh, Now, recently we sent another new telescope called James Webb. Can you remember? James Webb telescope? No, no one cares about science, right? Yeah. So James Webb telescope, okay, it was like billion, maybe as I remember, 28 billion project or something like that. Okay, 28 billion project or something like that. They send these telescopes, and why do we need to look this far? I mean, this telescope we used to look as far as possible, right? Okay, why do we need to look that far? එච්චර දුර බලන්න ඕනේ මොකටද? I mean, nobody cares, right? What happens maybe 100 light years away? Nobody cares. Why? They call them time machines. They call these telescopes time machines. Why? The far you look, what you see is, when you look at a very huge distance, what you see is history. So they call them the time machines. Okay, these telescopes, they call them time machines. What is the meaning of this? This James Webb telescope, it can look maybe hundreds of or millions of light years away, and they call them time machines. Mali? Thank you, Mali. Okay, so so why do we need to look far? Assume this situation. There's a telescope. There's a telescope. Okay, there's a telescope. Uh, this telescope can look into 100 light years. This telescope can look into 100 light years. What is 1 light year? It's a measure. It's a unit that we use to measure distance. 1 light year means the distance traveled by light in 1 year. Okay, distance traveled by light in 1 year. That is 1 light year. Clear? So something happens here. There's a, okay, maybe a star here. Something happens here. Something happens here, and now I see something here. What do I see? Something happens 100 years ago, right? Why? Whatever happened here, maybe a blast. Now that light takes 100 years to come here. 100 years to come here. Whatever happened here, it's light, right? It's light. That light takes 100 years to travel to this point. Light, clear? That's what we call light years. Aloka varsha. That light takes 100 years to reach this point. Clear? That light takes 100 years to reach this point. So if it takes 100 years, what I see now is something happened 100 years ago, right? What I see now is something happened 100 years ago. අවුරුදු 100කට කලින් වෙච්ච දෙයක් නෙමෙයි දකින්නේ. What I see now is something happened 100 years ago. So if I can look 100 light years away, I see something happened 100 years ago. If I can look million light years away, I can see something happened million years ago. Clear? If I look billion light years away, I see something happen 1 billion years ago. So the far I look, the more history I see. Clear? That's why they call the time machines. Okay, they call these telescopes the time machines. Yes, definitely there are some issues like the universe is expanding, different stories there, but the behavior of optics is really nice. Okay, because I mean, can you remember? I can't remember the song. Who knows? Charitaattalage? Yes, everyone knows, right? No, really? Charitaattalage? Maybe the person who started Kueni concert? No, nobody cares about Charitaattalage anymore. Everyone's like fans of Taylor Swift, Coldplay, like that. We don't have any fans from Charitaattalage, people like that. A very small amount. Okay, there's a rap. As I remember, I can remember the person's name. I actually can't remember the rap. Yeah, නුඹ හා මා අතර දුර ආලෝක වර්ෂ නුඹ දකින්නේ අද මගේ අතීතය. There was a rap like this. The meaning of is නුඹ හා මා අතර දුර ආලෝක වර්ෂ, the distance between you and me is light years. So you always see my history. It was a rap. Our music is really evolving. Okay, just look into the music. Now remember, right? What is the rap? From what? From which song? Yeah, louder. Sorry? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember the actual name of the song. Anyone? Yes, I think that one. Yeah, yeah. So can you remember the rap? Okay, Nubahama Ataradura Aloka Kauda Sindhu Namuga. Haye. Really? Ah, okay, okay, okay. So so what is the name? Actually, Hinamaka. Is that? No. Ah, yeah, Dura Akase. Thank you for that. So there's a rap like that, and that rap is really scientific. Okay, what they're telling is Numbaha Matara Dura Aroka Varsha, Numba Dakinya the Magi Atithya. The distance between you and me is light years, so you always see my history. So our music is really evolving. Okay, just look into them. Okay, nice music. You don't have to listen to Coldplay and Taylor Swift only. Okay, so let's continue. Um, so that is the story. See how nice it is. Like this, the behavior of optics is really important. Okay, these telescopes has changed our history. Why? Now we know history because we can see far away. So next time when we send a telescope which can look into trillion light years, we will see what happened trillion years before. I think our universe is not that all right. I can remember. See, so back to the question. Back to the question. So what I mean, that's how optics deceive us. Okay, optics deceive us. Why? We see only. I mean, we understand only what we see. Okay. So here also the fish thinks that the root of the tree is here. Why? That ray comes from here. Clear? Fish thinks that this part of the tree is here. Why? This ray comes from here. Fish thinks that this part of the tree is here. Why? It comes here. Fish thinks that sun is here. Why? That ray comes from here. So, from the point of view of the fish, it will see a circle like this. Why? Same thing happens in all directions, right? Same thing happens in all directions, right? Clear? Every direction, same thing happens, right? Okay. So, the fish will see something like this, okay, when it looks up. And the tree would look like this. Clear? Tree would look like this. Sun would be here. Another tree would be here. Another one here. So whatever happens in this hemisphere, මේ අර්ධගෝල වෙන හැමදේම fish sees in a circle. Clear? Fish sees in a circle. Why? That's how optics behaves. එහෙම තමයි ආලෝකය හැසිරෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? මේ උඩ අර්ධගෝල වෙන හැමදේම මෙයාට පේන රවුමක් ඇතුලේ. Clear? Clear? Everyone? Nice, nice. So now the question is, if this depth is capital H, if this depth is capital H, what would be the radius of this circle? That is the question. If this depth is capital H, what would be the radius of this circle? Is that clear, everyone? What would be the radius of this circle? Clear, everyone? Clear? Now, yes, whatever the question I give in the class, you may not, I mean, there's a 99% chance that you won't be able to do these questions, okay? It for sure. You try this book, you will be able to finish maybe 30% of the questions, okay? Yes, why? What is the reason? We usually finish syllabus 6 months before. අපි මාසයකට විතර කලින් syllabus cover කරනවා. It's not my skill, okay? It's not that I'm really clever. Because of that, I'm finishing syllabus in before 6 months. It's not like that. Students should be clever so that I can finish syllabus quickly, right? Why? I mean, I can start now and finish syllabus tomorrow if I like, because I know the whole syllabus. But you should understand, right? So purely the ability to finish the syllabus on time depends on you guys, okay? Not on me, okay? It's not something that I can do, okay? It's not something that I can do. I can finish syllabus for 25 batch. I'm going to finish syllabus 6 or 7 months before the exam. Why? Because not because of my capacity, because of my students' capacity, okay? So from you guys also, you should improve, okay? You should grow, okay? You should reach a certain point so that I can quickly teach and you can quickly understand. Clear? So that's why I need you to these days struggle with these books, okay? I can remember, even in Olympiad questions, I can remember I tried some questions, okay? I tried some questions for weeks without having any clue about the answer, just trying a question. We feels like that's a huge waste of time, okay? But actually that process of trying, it improves your brain. It improves your thinking capacity. I mean, you start doing a question, within 5 seconds you finish that. That's the type of questions that you usually get in A level classes. Why? We don't we don't need you to stop the class. Okay, if we give a lot of questions that you can't do, you will definitely stop the class. But if there's a question that you can do in 5 seconds, anyways you will be able to do that, right? That means it's in your it's in, I mean, your brain is capable of doing that question. That means your brain will not improve by doing that question. What I need you to do is, I'll be giving a lot of questions which you can't do. Okay, I need you to struggle with the question. Maybe for a week, try the question, try this method, try that method, try another method. Just keep trying. Draw a different diagram. Then if it is not working, draw another diagram. Then if it is not working, try something. Okay, ask a friend. Okay, then with him, try that question. Clear? Okay, then approach another friend. Then with he or she, try that question. I just need you to struggle with the question such that it should become an exercise for your brain. Okay, it should become an exercise for your brain. If you keep struggling with a question, it will improve your thinking capacity. Okay, it will improve your thinking capacity a lot, so that I can finish syllabus on time. Okay, so purely finishing syllabus on time doesn't depend on my skill set, it depends on your skill set. Clear? It entirely depends on your skill set. Okay, so even this question, I'm telling that fish is at a depth of h. I'm telling that the fish is at a depth of h. uh, Critical refractive index of water is n. Refractive index of water is n. Fish is at a depth of h. I need you to find the radius of the circle that this fish see. Clear? මේ මාළුවට පේන circle එකේ radius එක හොයන්න. The depth is h. Refractive index is n. Clear? Things that you can use is, I have explained everything. You can use Snell law. You can use trigonometry, things you learned in O levels. Things you learned in O levels you can use. Just draw the diagram. If it is not working, draw a different diagram. If it is not working, draw a different diagram. If it is not, write an equation. If it is not working, try another equation. Try the Snell law. Try to write R using H. Try to just mark everything properly. Just struggle with the question. Try to do something. I don't need correct answers. I need you to do something. Okay. That is the first step of starting physics. Okay. I mean, anyways, when you are starting, you are not capable of doing physics. Okay. Our O level is not that strong. Our O level is not teaching you to think. So whenever starting with A levels, first thing that you should learn is to keep trying questions even when you have no idea about the question. Clear? Then at some point you will start understanding things. Okay, that's the basic requirement here. So let's start. Come on, let's start. Try, draw the diagram. Try to find R using H and N. N is the refractive index, N කියන්නේ වර්තනාංකය, H is the depth. I need you to find the R, radius. No, no, no. You have to find the critical angle maybe using the refractive index. You can use Snell law for that. Try. At least if you can't do the question, write everything that you know, okay? Write everything that you know. And my coordinators are answering the questions in Zoom, but I'll also, yes, R equals nice. Not tan n basically, but you're really close. I got an answer. It's really close, but you have to do some changes. Nice. Someone is really close for the answer. Please feel free to post in the Zoom chat. And also, I'll provide you a WhatsApp number for next sessions for online students. You can ask questions from Zoom chat, or you can contact that WhatsApp number, or even give a call while I'm explaining, because I need everyone to learn properly. Okay. For online paper class is okay, or for online, I mean, I'll explain about the papers. Okay. Anyways, from third week we are starting papers, but I'll explain I'll explain the procedure. The procedure would be like, I mean, we'll be doing some question, like there will be around 3 paper writing slots where you can come and write, or else you can write it at home and upload. But time to time there will be a formal exam. Okay, I'll explain you everything. So online students, yes, definitely there will be a method of uploading the paper and get it marked. Okay, every paper we mark. Okay, and if there are some issues, if we see the, I mean, whenever we check your paper, we can see, I mean, my teaching is not perfect. Okay, if I give a paper this week from the content I taught last week, if I see lot of everything wrong, then most probably it's not your problem, it's my problem. Okay, if every student's marks are low from for the paper from last week content, that means most probably it's a problem from my side. Then I can teach that part again. Clear? Okay, like that. So paper is not for only for you guys, it's for me also. Okay, whenever you get low marks, I can see that there's an issue with my teaching. Okay, then I can teach again. See? Okay, so just don't make the paper a burden. I'll explain you everything. And Sinhala and English medium class is starting. Sinhala and English medium class එක පටන් ගන්නවා this Sunday 6th Sunday 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Then English medium class, entirely English medium class will start next Thursday, 3 to 6:30 p.m. 3 to 6:30 p.m. That is the plan. Yes, I'm getting correct answers from online students. Yes, different answers. Just try, okay? Just try something. And if you need support with O-level content, okay, some students may be struggling with O-level content. If you're not really good at O-levels, if you are still struggling with O-level content, just let me know, okay? We can organize separate sessions for that. කාට හරි O-level ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බනම් අපිට ඒකට වෙනම sessions organize කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ටික කියලා දෙන්න. ඒ ටික cover කරලා දෙන්න. Yes, you're really close. Yeah. Yeah. Just try. Try to find a critical angle using it, then you can use that. So, so if someone needs help with O-level content, or I mean, if someone needs a revision from O-level content, maybe things like that, just inform, okay? And there may be students from grade 10, maybe. If you need any support from O-level content, just let us know. There will be separate online sessions for that to cover whatever the things that students need to learn, okay? Yeah, it's really close. Now, what you have to do is try to find the critical angle using refractive index. See these discussions going on. That's what we need, okay? These discussions going on here around students, okay? People explaining to others, okay, no, we can discuss it like this. Some student asks me whether we can do it this way, things like that. No, no issue. These discussions going in the class, that's what we need, okay? Not the answer. Anyone? Ah, okay, okay, sure. There are some edXL students also who are turning in, moving to A levels. Okay. Anyways, I'll organize some sessions. O level content. There's some O level content. I think you need to learn. So whoever needs support like that, will organize some sessions within next 2 weeks. There will be some sessions to cover these things. Okay. අර එඩෙක්සෙල් කරලා පුළමයින්ට O level කාලේ එක ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බ කට්ටියට හරියට cover වෙච්ච නැති කට්ටියට මම sessions කිහිපයක් organize කරන්නම් next weeks දෙකේ. Because I like everyone equal. Yes, if everyone has the same capacity when we are starting O levels, it's really good when we are starting A levels. Okay, so it's like this. First of all, let's draw the proper diagram. This is the eye. There's one ray like this. What is the last ray? What is the last ray that reaches the eye? This one, right? This one. Is that clear? Nice. What is this angle? Critical angle. C. Clear? What is this angle? Critical angle. Clear? If this is the critical angle, what is this angle? If this is C, what is this? C. There was a name for this one, right? I can't remember. Clear? Okay. And what is this depth? H. This is the radius that we are trying to find, right? Clear? This is the radius that we are trying to find, right? Clear? So you can write tan C. You can write tan C. Tan C equals R over H. Tan C equals R over H. Is that clear? Tan C equals what? Tan C equals R over H. Clear? This is tan C. Now what? We have tan C equals R over H. Now, I can find H equals what then? R equals what? R equals H tan C. Clear? R equals what? H tan C. Clear? Okay, we have R equals H tan C. Now what? After this, now I have H. If I know tan C, I know R. So now my target should be finding tan C. Is that clear? Now my target should be trying to find tan C. Tan C හොයාගත්තා නම් හරිනේ උත්තරේ තියෙනන්නේ මං ගාව. I know something that this is the refractive index is n. වර්තනාංකය n කියලා දන්නවා. Clear? What is this angle? 90. This is I, right? Incident angle I. Then this is R. Clear? Refracted angle පතන කෝණය I, වර්තන කෝණය R නේ. Clear? Incident angle I, refracted angle R. Clear? Everyone? Now, what is this Snell law? Can you tell me this Snell law? Sin I over sin R equals what? N, right? Sin I over sin R equals N. Clear? Now what? What is I? I'll take sin R. I'll take sin R. What is sin R? Sin I over N. Is that clear? Sin R is sin I over N. Clear? What is sin I? What is I? I is 90, right? I is 90. Clear? Then sin I means sin what? Sin 90. This is sin 90 over n. Is that clear, everyone? Clear? This is sin I. Sin I means 90 here. Clear? This is sin 90 over n. Clear? Then what is sin 90? What is sin 90? Sin 90, sin 90 මතකද? Can you remember sin 90? 1. These things you have to remember. Okay? Malli. Arakේ තිබ්බ නේද sin values? Okay. I mean, in our class, you don't have to remember anything. Okay? You don't have to remember anything. Just don't try to study physics. Okay? What we do is, we'll distribute these cards time to time. There will be different equations, sign values, everything. Just look at the card and do a lot of questions. When you keep looking at the card and writing answers, eventually you will remember them. Okay? So never try to study physics. Okay? Sin 90 is 1, sin 0 is 0. Never do that. Just do questions. Okay? Write it somewhere, maybe a whiteboard, maybe a piece of paper. Write it somewhere and just do questions using them. Okay? Just keep doing questions, then you will eventually remember them. Okay? Then you will definitely remember them later. Okay? So here sin R equals sin I over n. What is sin I? Sin 90. What is sin I? Sin 90. This is sin 90 over n. Is that clear? What is sin 90 then? 1. Sin 90 is 1. Then this becomes 1 over n. Clear? This becomes 1 over n. So I have here sin R equals 1 over n. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Now we know what is sin R, 1 over n. Now it's clear, right? Now what? What's next? What's next? Next, what I need is, what is C? What is C? What is C? C, that means what is R? R is C here, right? So now I have sin C equals what? 1 over n. And one thing, this is the relationship between the critical angle and refractive index. A lot of students ask this now. See, this is how we create the relationship between the critical angle and the refractive index. වර්තනාංකයේ අවදි කෝණය අතර සම්බන්ධතාවය හදන්නේ මෙහෙම තේරුණා? sin C equals 1 over n. Is that clear? Clear? So now I have sin C equals 1 over n. Now it's clear. What's next? What's next? Now, I need tan C, but I have sin C. How can I find tan C when I have sin C? Sin C තියද්දි tan C හොයන්නේ කොහොමද? Any method, anyone? Just use a triangle. Just use a triangle. How? This is C. What is sine 1 over n? Is this clear? Sine means this one over this one, right? So if sine C is 1 over n, that means it's 1 over n. Clear? I'm just going to teach you a lot of mathematics, a lot of stuff you have to know using one question. Okay, that's how I continue today. Okay, using one or two questions, let's learn a lot of maths and let's learn how to combine the scattered knowledge we had in O levels. In O levels, we need know these things separately, right? We know Snell law, we know trigonometry, we know relationship between angles, we know critical angle. The whole knowledge is scattered. But in A levels, what we ask is, okay, the depth of the fish is h, find r. Now we must be able to combine the scattered knowledge and properly evaluate them, properly use them to come up with a final solution. Clear? So it's all about combining the knowledge you have, the knowledge you already have. Okay? Clear? Okay. I didn't explain nothing new, right? Everything you know, right? Everything you know, but scattered. Okay? Never connected like this. Okay? So here we have sine c equals 1 over n. Clear? Okay. So sine c means this one over this one, 1 over n. Then what is this value? Use what? Pythagoras. If this is x, I can write x squared plus 1 squared equals n squared, right? X squared plus 1 squared equals n squared. Clear? Clear? Now, what is x? X squared is n squared minus 1 squared, that means minus 1. Now what is x? Square root n squared minus 1. Clear? Square root n squared minus 1. Clear? Just Pythagoras, okay? Now tell me what is tan c? Now tell me what is tan c? What is tan c? Tan c is 1 over x, right? Tan c is 1 over x. Is that clear? So tan c is 1 over x. That means 1 over x means n squared minus 1. N squared minus 1. Clear? Tan c equals 1 over x. That means 1 over n squared minus 1. Is that clear? Clear, everyone? Nice. Now we have the answer. H tan c. Tan c is 1 over n squared minus 1. And don't worry, you have a lot of time to reach this point. What I need you to understand is how we slowly, step by step, how we combine our knowledge to come up with a solution. O level is about introducing different concepts. Clear? Introducing different concepts. Okay, this is Snell law. This is critical angle. This is how trigonometry works. This is sine theta. This is tan theta. Nothing connected. Clear? That's how O levels works. Now, you know everything we ask. The depth of the fish is h. Find r. Now we need to combine this knowledge. Clear? Now we have to combine this knowledge. Clear, everyone? Write this down. Write this down. I mean, you don't have to write. What I need you to do is properly understand. Okay, if you like, you can write, or else you don't need to write. What I need you to do is properly understand this way of thinking. Okay, this way of thinking. And even I'm not thinking about the end. Attention, everyone. In O levels, we have a method for everything. We know how we start the question, and if we follow the method, we see the end. Here you have no methods. What you have to do is you will never find the final answer. With the data given, do whatever possible. That means first of all, I have H, I have R, I have C. Best thing that I can do is tan C equals R of H. First step. It's possible, right? I can't think up to this point, but I can see this one, right? Then see the next problem. ප්‍රශ්නෙන් විසඳන්න. එකපාර හොයන්න යන්න එපා මේකේ. ප්‍රශ්නෙන් විසඳන්න. Then, okay, I need to find tan C. How? Then I have to think a way to find tan C. Okay? Then all of a sudden I have a problem. I have sin C. Then I need tan C. How? find another method. See, likewise, just move step by step, okay? Just move step by step. Clear? Try. Like, write this down and I'll give you two questions from the workbook. Workbooks will be available in the Zoom chat again and the WhatsApp group also. Uh, I'll give you, let's start with a small question, and most probably maths people will be able to do this if you started trigonometry in your classes. Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Prove this quickly. Prove this after this question. Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Try to prove this. For this, I'll give you a small support. Yes, just use this triangle. Just use the triangle like this. This is theta. This is A, B, C. You can use this triangle. Try to prove sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Today, I'm not going to teach physics. What I'm going to teach is how to use O-level knowledge and the maths parts, small maths parts that we have to know so that it will make your life easy when you're learning physics, okay? These small maths parts, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1, these things you have to know. But I'm just not gonna give it as a bio note, okay? Okay, this is 1, this is this. No. Let's prove everything in the class, okay? Let's try to prove everything in the class, because physics is not a subject that you have to remember. Physics is a subject that you have to understand, okay? So let's just do all the questions in the class. And whatever I explain, I can tell, okay, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1. Okay, it's easy to tell. But let's do all the proofs so that you understand things really well. Okay? Okay. Yeah, for online students, for now, we have provided the PDF. I'll again upload in the Zoom chat and also WhatsApp group. But anyways, from next week onwards, for the students who are continuing with the class, we will just join any group, okay? Just join my WhatsApp group and we'll provide a method to post. We'll post all the tunes to your home, okay? That's how things happen for online students. But if it is possible to join the physical class, just try, okay? If it is possible to join the physical class, just try to join the physical class. At least maybe once a month. If you can't join the physical class every week, at least maybe once a month, try to join. Try. Try to prove. And is it too cold to anyone? I usually put all the ACs to 19. Okay, that's the lowest I can go. So if it is really cool, just let me know, okay? I mean, the efficiency is really high. Human beings' efficiency is really high when it is cold, right? You know that, right? All the developing countries are in the equator. Okay, it's a fact. It's a fact. Why? When the temperature is high, the efficiency of people is low. So I usually live at 19 degrees, even at my home. So so efficiency is really high when it is cold, but it should not be really cold. Okay, so just let me know. It's a fact, right? Just check. Okay, just check. Many countries in the equator are developing countries. Yes, it's not the only reason for us to being a developing country. Anyways, but yes, it's a fact. I got the correct answers from many students. It's good. Uh, and if you are done with that question, okay, if you are done with that question, try level 1, question number 6. Try level 1, question number 6, if you are done with that question, and just put them in the group again. Put all the tudes and in the group and Zoom chat again. All the tudes will be available in the Zoom chat and the group again. Okay. If you can't find the tute or anything like that, just let us know. And if you can't find anything as such, just contact this number. Just contact this number. 070. I'll repeat, 070 402 9701. 9701. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. This is what I have to prove. So here C B A angle is theta. What is sine theta? What is sine theta? Sine theta equals AB over AC. Sine theta equals what? AB over AC. This is what I need you to do. If you can't understand, just do what is possible. You know to write sine theta, right? You know how to write cos theta. Very small things that you can do. Okay, with the hope that you will get the answer someday, do something. That is the requirement, okay? Clear? So, what is sine theta? Sine theta, AB over AC. Clear? What is cos theta? What is cos theta? Cos theta, BC over AC. BC over AC. Clear? Clear? Now, what is sine squared theta? AB over AC squared. AB over AC squared. Plus, what is cos theta? BC over AC. BC over AC squared. Clear? Clear? Sin theta AB over AC. Cos theta BC over AC. Clear? So sin squared theta plus cos squared theta equals this one. Now, what is this? AB squared over AC squared plus BC squared over AC squared. Clear? AB squared over AC squared plus BC squared over AC squared. Clear? Now, you get AC squared equals what? AB squared plus BC squared. Clear? AC squared equals AB squared plus BC squared. Clear? Clear? Okay, up to this point it's clear, right? Now what can you use? What is AB squared plus BC squared? AB squared plus BC squared, Pythagoras law, equals AC squared, right? AB squared plus BC squared equals AC squared, right? Clear, Pythagoras law? So instead of AB squared plus BC squared, you can write what? AC squared. You can write AC squared. AB squared plus BC squared equals AC squared. Clear? Here also you have AC squared. Clear? Then what do you get? 1. Clear? What do you get? It's 1. Clear? Clear, everyone? Nice. So that is the idea. Okay? That is the idea. So next one, try level 1, question number 6. Level 1, question number 6. Is this clear, everyone? Clear? I mean, for A levels physics, most probably knowing that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1 would be enough. But knowing the proof, how things are, created, it would be really easy, okay? Then it would be really easy for you guys to understand anything, and whenever there's a small change in any equation, it would be really easy to properly analyze, okay? Yes, nice. I got an answer for the next question also. And if you're joining with the class, just hand over this paper to the institute, okay? Just student data institute, just student data paper you'll be getting, just fill that and hand over to the institute if you're continuing, okay? If you're continuing with the class. Level 1 question number 6. Do we have answers? Do we have answers? Try. Others, if you are done with that question, just finish level 1, all the questions. Okay. Just one more reason. The reason that I'm giving a workbook like this, for every lesson you will get a workbook like this. I don't like you wasting time. Okay. Why? For some students, it takes some time to understand a question. For some students, they can quickly understand the question. So if you are done within 5 seconds, if I allow you 1 minute to try, there's 45 seconds left. Just don't waste your time. Finish all other questions. Okay. So everyone will get more than enough questions to do in the class because of the workbook. And there are levels. That means level 1, level 2, level 3. Each level is harder than the first level. Okay. Then what happens is, initially the class you will be able to finish level 1 only. Okay. You will be able to finish level 1 only. Then next, at some point you will be able to finish up to level 3. Then you know that you are improving. Next, in the next workbook, you will be able to finish up to level 4. Then you know that you are improving. Okay. Like that, you can always evaluate that whether you are improving or not. Okay. That is the basic requirement here. Okay. So it's about completing squares. That means you have done this before. Okay. You have done this before. How do you solve something like this? How do you solve something like this? Attention. What is the equation? Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, attention. Everyone, even the students who got answers. And you know that, right? You know that the answer for this one is x equals what? Minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. You know this one, right? In all levels. You know this equation, right, everyone? It was given in all levels, right? Clear? Now the question is how to prove that, okay? How to prove that? You know completing squares, right? Vargapurne, completing squares. So we use completing squares to solve things like this, right? Why? We need x alone. Completing squares is the best method to make, now you have x squared, x, everything. But when you use completing squares, what happens? You get one square term. Can you remember? Vargapurne karama? Can you remember the method of doing that? You send something in to this side. Even I can't remember. You put something here. You do. Even I can't remember what you're doing there. But if you can understand what is actually happening, attention everyone. If we can understand what is actually happening, it's easy to do completing squares like this, I think. First of all, I'll divide everything by a. Then I get x squared equals x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals 0. This is clear, right? X squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals 0. Clear? That's clear, right? Nice. Now what? Now what? Now try to understand this properly. Uh, in, what I can do is something like this. I can write this part like this. X plus b over 2a. I divide this by 2 squared. Clear? Instead of this part, I write this one. Is this correct? Why? X squared plus 2 into x into b over 2a. Clear? 2 into x into b over 2a plus b over 2a squared. Is that clear? Is that clear? This is what I get by expanding this guy, right? Now you see, here, x squared, it's okay. I have x squared. This 2 and this 2 cancels out. I get b over a x. So this one, this part is also okay. But I have something additional, right? I have something additional, right? I have additionally b over 2a squared. So I have to remove that. So I put minus b over 2a squared. I put minus b over 2a squared. I put minus b over 2a squared. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now this whole part is equal to this one, right? See, x squared b over ax. This part additional, but I subtract that one. Clear? Clear? So now I can write, I mean, this is what we do, okay, in completing squares. Okay? This is what, I mean, to give a small idea, you have something like this. X squared plus 8x plus 7 equals 0. You have something like this. X squared plus 8x plus 7 equals 0. Clear? You write x and you divide this by 2 and put it here. You divide this by 2 and put it here. Clear? You write squared. And you get an additional term. What? 4 squared. To remove that, you put minus 4 squared. Minus 4 squared. And you have plus 7. And you have plus 7. This is completing squares, right? මේකනේ වර්ගපූර්ණය කරනවා කියලා කරන්නේ. This is completing squares, right? Clear? What we need to do is we have to have 1x in the equation. Clear? What we do is, instead of this part, I write this part. Is that clear? I get x squared plus 8x plus 4 squared plus 4 squared, here minus 4 squared plus 7 equals 0. What do I get? X squared plus 8x plus 7. See? Same thing. Clear? ඕකට තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ වර්ගපූර්ණය කරනවා කියලා කරන්නේ. හරිද? අර හෙට ගෙනිහින් මෙහෙට ගෙනල්ලා ඕක කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. Okay? X squared plus maybe 16x plus 3 equals 0. What should I do? You take x, you divide this by 2 and put it here. Clear? මෙහා දෙකෙන් බෙදලා මෙතෙන්ට දානවා. Then you take the square of it. Clear? But you get one additional term by doing this. What? 8 squared. You get one additional 8 squared term. To remove that, you put 8 squared. Clear? Now this part is equal to this part plus 3. Plus 3. See? Now you get x plus 8 squared equals here minus 64 plus 3. That means I'll take them there. 64 minus 3. That means 61. So you get x plus 8 squared equals 61. This is what we call completing square. So, okay. මේකටනේ වර්ගපූර්ණය කරනවා කියලා කරන්නේ. So just don't follow those methods like you first put something in that to this side, then you do something I even can't remember. මේකනේ සරල අදහසනේ වර්ගපූර්ණය කියන එකේ. Clear? This is the simple idea of completing squares, and this is very essential. Okay, in A levels you always have to solve for things like this. Okay, clear? Clear, everyone? So I do the same here. Instead of this part, I write this part. That means this one. X plus b over 2a squared minus b over 2a squared plus this term plus c over a plus c over a equals 0. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Instead of this part, I have this part. You try and expand this one, you would get this part, and you have c plus a here. Clear? Clear, everyone? Now I need to solve for x. Okay, now is that clear, everyone? Clear? Just let me know, okay? Just let me know. I mean, again, every week we will be, not now, since we haven't created the finalized Google WhatsApp groups. When we are done with the WhatsApp groups thing, you will every week you will get a suggestion form. Okay, every week you will get a suggestion form, anonymous suggestion form. Whatever the issues you have related to the class, just let me know, okay? Class එක ගැන තියෙන ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඒක කියන්න, okay? Anything that we can change, we will try to change and adapt, okay? And just don't tell that you are too short, things like that. I mean, things we can't change. But anyways, the things that we can change, yes, let us know, okay? Just let us know. Okay, anything, okay? Why it's a main issue in our classes, I mean, in our industry, this industry. You never, I mean, we always see your issues, okay? You're not doing properly, I mean, you're not working properly, things like that. But you never evaluate teachers, right? Okay, you never evaluate teachers. Whatever we teach, you learn. Okay, whether it's correct or wrong, or whether you can understand them or not, whether my speed is too high, whether I'm too slow, I have no idea. Why? You never evaluate me, right? You never come here and tell that whatever you, I mean, other hell you are teaching, I can't understand anything. You never tell like that, right? But that feedback is very, I mean, it's really required in this industry, okay? So for that, it's better if you can come here and tell me, okay? If you can just let me know, today this part, and this part, I didn't understand. Then I know, okay? If 5 students tell like that, then I know it's my problem, okay? But if it's not possible, just put them in the suggestion form, okay? Just put them in the suggestion form. It's an anonymous form. Then I know what are the things that you didn't understand. The next day I can explain. Clear? Clear? Okay. So is this clear? Is this clear? Now I take these things towards this side. X plus b over 2a squared equals plus b over 2a squared minus c over a minus c over a. I take them towards this side. Then I get b squared over 4a squared, b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. Then b squared over 4a squared minus, here I multiply by 4a. I multiply this by 4a, then it becomes 4a squared. Then here I get 4ac. Clear? I multiply this one and this one by 4a. Clear? Then I get b squared minus 4ac. I get b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. B squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Clear? That equals what? X plus b over 2a squared. Clear? Then I take the square root. X plus b over 2a, I take the square root, b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Clear? When I'm taking the square root, I can put plus or minus, right? Why? 25 minus 5 squared can be 25, plus 5 squared can be 25, right? Minus 5 squared can be 25, plus 5 squared can be 25. So I can put plus or minus this one. Clear? Everyone? Clear? Now what? I have plus or minus here b squared minus 4ac. This one I can solve as 2a. Clear? This one I can solve as 2a. Clear? Now what? I have x plus b over 2a. Clear? X plus b over 2a. Now I take this towards that side. Clear? Then I get x equals minus b over 2a plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Clear? I take them towards this side. Clear? Then what do I get? Minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Clear? Minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over common 2a. Clear? This is the answer. This is the answer. So this solution is just a solution, I mean just a result of completing squares. Okay, මේ වර්ගපූර්ණය කරලා ගන්න උත්තරය. You knew completing squares, you knew this equation, you never connected them again. Okay, that's how we connect them. Okay, so these things, these mathematical parts, you definitely have to know. Okay, I mean, I don't know who's going to continue this class or not, but wherever you go for physics, these small things like this, how to think, how equations are formed. Okay, the equations that you used for a long time, how they are produced, this knowledge is really required. Why? Not like in O levels, you will not get the same question. The questions will be changed slightly. Okay, so when the questions are changed, what happens? When the questions are changed, you should know how these equations were evolved. Okay, then you can do anything. Clear? Then you can do anything with the equations. If you know the equation and if you know how to prove the equation, you can do anything with the equation. Okay, so write this down if required. So some students are done with level 1. They can continue. I'll give you the interval now. And you can always watch the recording. Okay, I'll provide them in the group. Uh, so let's do something like this. I'll give you some question numbers and I'll give you the interval. After the interval, you can try them. Try these questions. Level 1, question number 1. Level 1, question number 1. Level 2, question number 3. Level 3, level 3, question number 2. Level 6, question number 2. Let's try this question. Uh, so I need you to confirm. Did you understand this very well? Attention. Did you understand this very well? I need you to understand every detail, okay? Why? Yes, if you understand the final solution, yes, it's okay. But if you understand each step in a different question, you can use them, okay? That is the basic idea. Clear? In a different step, you can use them. Clear? Clear? That is the idea. So everyone, did you understand? Did you understand? Why it's two theory points, okay? It's two theory points connected. One is completing squares, and how do we get this answer? Clear? Two theory points connected. Clear, everyone? Okay. Just let me know in the interval. If you didn't understand, I'll explain it from beginning again. Even online students, everyone, just let me know if you didn't understand. Then you can try these questions. I'll give you the interval. Then after the interval, you can start trying them. It's 4:51. Let's assume that it's 4:50. I'll start around 10 past 5. 20 minutes interval, 20 minutes interval. If you need, you have washrooms in this side here next to the hall or in the upper floor. Okay. So interval until 10 past 5. You can try workbook level 1 question number 1, level 2 question number 3, level 3 question number 2, and level 6 question number 2. And questions will be really difficult. Don't worry about that, okay? Just try. Just try. So try the questions and feel free to discuss. Okay, feel free to discuss with your friends. Okay, feel free to discuss with someone you have no. I mean, if someone you don't know, just ask. Okay, no big issue. Okay, just make friends here. Okay, you can find new friends here and discuss questions with them. No big issue, because anyways you have to do that. Okay. Soon we are going to start sessions where we just get together here and just freely discuss things, not the formal class. There will be a formal class every week, but there will be separate sessions where we get together here and just discuss questions. Okay, in such classes, like I may be discussing a question, maybe another student will explain the answer. Okay, like that. So just feel free to discuss questions with your friends, or just find new friends to discuss questions with. Okay. කොහරි සීතල වැඩි ප්‍රශ්නයම තියෙනවද? නැද්ද? ඔව්ද? ඔව්ද? මෙහෙ සීතලද නැහැ? නැද්ද? මේ පෙළි සීතල ප්‍රශ්න නැද්ද? නැහැ. ඔව්ද? Okay. And I mean, the reason is these ACs are too far away from me. So it's really here. I mean, like the reason was initially this was a chalkboard. So we usually do not connect uh, chalkboards close to ACs because it sucks chalk. But soon after I started classes, I asked for a smart board because I can't die. These chalkboards are not good for health. Okay. So I got a smart board, but now still AC is not here. That is the issue. Okay. And one another thing to remind, you see, everyone's here. Yeah, some students need more explanations. I'll do the explanation. You can just keep trying these questions. Try these question numbers. Someone just asked for an explanation for this. I'll quickly recap. And just make sure, okay, the best fit when you are joining classes, make sure about to find the best fit. That means whether it's English and Sinhala class or whether it's full English class. Okay, just check. Okay, join both classes if possible and check. Okay, and you don't, if you like, you can join both classes. Okay, you don't have to pay separately. You can have to pay only for one class, and you can check both classes if you like. Uh, Okay, I'll return to this question. I'll explain something and I'll give you some more questions to try. Then I'll come here and explain this again because two students have asked me to explain this again. Okay, so let's do it that way. Others, if you are done with level 2, try level 3. First try these questions. Just write down the question numbers that I asked you to try. Level 1, question number 1. Level 2, question number 3. Level 3, question number 2. Level 6, question number 2. Okay. Level 1, question number 1. Okay, it's quite simple, I think. Level 1, question number 1. Uh, 2 walls like this. There's a rope hanging like this. Height 50 meters. Height 50 meters. This length of this rope is 80 meters. This is level 1, question number 1. Level 1, question number 1. This length 80 meters. This height from the bottom, they explain it as 5, right? Sorry, 10 meters. This height is 10 meters. They're asking the distance between these two walls. Okay, clear? They're asking us the distance between, so they're not walls, they're poles, between the distance between these two poles. Clear? So the answer for this is quite straightforward, right? Make answer එක සෑහෙන direct නේ. මොකක්ද? X should be 0. X should be 0. Why? It's anyways 80. Half means 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. Okay. So if they are if they are placed really close to each other, okay, then you will have 40, then other 40, length is 80. Then if this is 40, if this height is 50, this would be 10. Clear? This would be 10. Is that clear? Is that clear? Clear, everyone? Clear? I mean, I saw different answers. Okay, some students have used X to prove that, and it's really good. Okay, it's really good. Why? Some things are straightforward, but I mean, it takes time to understand that it is straightforward. Okay, it takes some time to understand that it is straightforward. Okay, direct to understand that it is a direct one. Clear? So in that process, what we have to do is just try to put X and try to solve, then find X. Then by you yourself would understand that the question was simple. Okay. Then with time, you will be able to directly get answers like this. Clear? It takes time. Okay. Clear? Is it clear? Everyone? Is it clear? Okay. Why the rope is 80 meters? So it should be 40-40. So for this part to be 10 meters higher than floor, definitely they should be really close, right? They should be really close. Is that clear? 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 Everyone? Nice. Okay. Next one. I'll give you a small question, and while they are, while others try that question, I'll explain the previous solution again. This is the question. There's another question like this in the workbook, but I can't remember the question number. There's a frog. There's a frog. It first jumps a distance of L. Next, it jumps a distance of L over 2. Next, it jumps a distance of L over 4. Like that, each time it jumps half of the previous distance. Clear? කලින් පැන්න දුර වගේ භාගයක් තමයි හැම වෙලෙම පයින්නේ. Clear? Each time it jumps a distance of half of previous distance. Clear? L over 2, L over 4, L over 8, L over 16. It goes like that. Clear? I need you to find the distance this frog travels after 20 jumps. After 20 jumps. Then I need you to find the maximum distance that this frog can travel. Clear? Question number 1. The distance this frog will travel after 20 jumps. Clear? And the next question, the distance this frog will travel, the total distance that this frog can travel. Clear? Clear? Okay. Try this question. What is this? what progression? මොකද මේ ගුණෝත්තර ශ්‍රේණියක් geometric progression, right? Geometric progression, clear? ගුණෝත්තර ශ්‍රේණියක් නේ තියෙන්නේ. Half squared, half to the power 3, half to the power 4. It's a geometric progression, right? ගුණෝත්තර ශ්‍රේණියක් නේ තියෙන්නේ, clear? So try that. Just write this down. Write this down, then I can explain the previous question again. And one thing that is really required here is that you have to somehow, you have to start liking these subjects, okay? Why? Okay, anyways, your parents ask you to do science, so now you start doing science anyways, but you don't like it. But what is the problem? Anyways, if you somehow get selected to the university after doing maybe maths, then what are you going to do? Maybe engineering, okay? So again, you have to continue with maths, science kind of stuff. Then somehow you somehow complete university. You hate the university, but you somehow complete the university. Then after getting an engineering degree, are you going to do medicine? No. You are going to be an engineer. So for the next maybe 40, 50 years of your life, you are going to be an engineer. So it's maths involved, okay? Maths involved, science involved, thinking involved. Okay, so whether you like it or not, for the next maybe 50, 60 years, you are going to keep doing these things, okay? Keep thinking in some kind of a genre in science, okay? Clear? So anyways, if you are starting now, you have to like it, okay? Why? If you take my schedule, if you take my daily schedule, I mean, I have university and I run my own electronic company. I have to do classes, okay? And I have to do my projects, research, lot of stuff. I mean, for me to come to the class and teach, maybe after a long day, it's not a big deal. Why? Just I like teaching, okay? It's not a big deal for me. I just come and I teach. I like to explain stuff, okay? Pretty well. If it is good, yes. Okay? Then after that, I sometimes after going home, maybe at 10 or 12 p.m., 12 night, there's all of a sudden there's an Australian client calling for a meeting. Okay. Now we start go for the meeting, maybe for electronics. Then at maybe 3 a.m., another USA client. Okay, now it's morning for him. Okay, now again meeting, maybe electronic stuff. Okay, so it's, I mean, for our life, my life person, it's a lot of work. But the issue is I like electronics, so no big issue there. I just like to keep doing electronics. I like teaching. So this is not a burden for me. Okay, this is not a burden for me, so that I can peacefully do these things. Okay, so even for you, if you, I mean, if it's really hard for you to start working on science, physics maybe, then it's going to be really difficult. Okay, so the basic requirement is start liking the subjects. Okay, so how to like the subject? When you know the subject and then when you can properly perform in the subject, you will like the subject. So what you should do is, it's like playing guitar. Any guitarists in the class? Anyone? No? Any guitarists? Really? Really? So you can't start playing guitar, I mean, for the first year, even you can't, I mean, you hate what you hear, okay, when you're playing guitar. Why? Until your fingers get rough, whatever you play on the guitar, you don't, I mean, hear it properly, okay? So for the first year, you hate what you're playing, okay? But if you keep doing that, after maybe 1.5 years, now, I mean, people can't get rid of you, okay? It may be a party, you come with the guitar. It may be a trip, you come with the guitar. It may be a funeral, you again return with the guitar. Okay? So that is the problem with the guitarist. So now you really enjoy playing guitar. Okay? So that is the story. Now we have, at grade 7, at grade 7 or 8, I was in Sarit Surit's class. They were in my class. So wherever we go, they bring that guitar and the go home. Okay? So that is the story. When you can do that, you like that. Okay? So for physics, if you hate this, best solution is just forget that and just keep doing for the first 2 months. Okay? Even though you hate it, just keep doing, then you will understand physics a bit. Then you will be able to perform in physics. You will be able to get answers for questions. then eventually you start liking the subject, okay? So until you start liking it, just keep doing. Then you will be able to do it. Then you would, I mean, then anyone, then we don't have to come and ask you to try physics, do questions, okay? Then anyways you will do, okay? That is the plan, okay? Attention everyone. Okay, this question try. I need you to find the total distance traveled after 20 jumps and what is the total distance traveled by the frog. Total distance that this frog can travel. Try. Okay. Ax squared plus bx plus c. I need you to find this solution. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get this part and write it as x. I take this term, I divide it by 2 and write it as squared. Then by expanding this, I would get x squared 2x b over 2a plus square root of this. But what is the problem? I need to write only this part. I get this part with an additional part. Square of this guy. Square of this guy. Then I subtract it. Clear? Then I subtract it. Clear? Clear? Then when I subtract it, they cancels out. Clear? They cancels out. Then I get the same term as this. Clear? So what I have to do is take this term and take this term and divide it by 2, write the square. But this square of this one will be an additional term. To remove that, write minus of it. මෙයාගේ ඍණ එක ලියන්න මෙතන. b over 2a squared. Clear? Plus මෙයා already එතන ඉන්නවා. Clear? Plus he is already here. Clear? So now I get this one. X plus b over 2a squared minus b over 2a squared plus c over a. I take everything towards this side. Then I get x plus b over 2a squared equals b over 2a squared minus c over a. Then I solve this. How? I have b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. To get a common base, I multiply this by 4ac. Sorry, 4a. Then I get 4a squared, here 4ac. Clear? I multiply this one and this one by 4a. Then I have a common base here, 4a squared. Then I can write b squared minus 4ac equals this. Now I take the square root. Now I take the square root of this side and square root of this side. Then this becomes plus or minus square root. Then when I try to solve for this, square root of 4a squared equals 2a. Square root of 4a squared equals 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Here square root of this is this one. Then I take this guy here. Then I get minus b over 2a plus or minus this one. Then I get minus b plus or minus this one over 2a. This is my final answer. Clear? Clear? For the student who asked online, for the student who asked another explanation, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Rano, some students are done with level 3, all the questions in level 3. So just don't waste time, okay? Just don't waste time in this class. And anyways, after Sunday class, I mean, the Sunday class ends at usually, it's from 2 to 5:30, I think. Yes, right? I think 2 to 5:30. After 5:30, I'm there, okay? Maybe until 2, I mean, after 5:30 until maybe 8, 9, 10 p.m., I'll be there, okay? So if you have questions, ask. That's why you have more than enough work to do, okay? If you are capable, you can finish all the whole tude, and after the class, you can correct them with me, okay? And even for Thursday class, full English medium class goes from 3 to 6:30. Yes, 3 to 6:30. After 6:30 at 7:30, I'm starting another class for 25 batch. But within 1 month, I'm done with their syllabus. Within 1 month, I think I'm done with their syllabus. So Thursday also, after the class, 4 5 hours, I can stay here, even my panel, okay? So here what should happen is you should try questions by alone, okay? I mean, try all the exercises here. Ask, collect tunes from other teachers. Try them. Ask for difficult questions from your friends. Then try those questions. Try your school term test papers. Maybe try past papers. Try all the questions. And with difficult questions, you can come here and discuss them, okay, after the class. I don't care whether it's 4 5 hours after the class until 12 p.m. They are actually in 25 class, there are discussions until 12 night, okay? Some students, they don't go until they come up with a solution for the answer, solution for the question, okay? So just don't worry, okay? Just try whatever the question you like, okay? Even the tunes from other teachers, even the tunes from school, do whatever the question you like and come with all the questions you have, okay? After the class, not only physics, okay? Maths, yes, I can explain. Not chemistry, but my panel can explain chemistry. I have different people. I have some students who, I think Shenuka was, he was district 30 or something like that, district 28 or district 30 or something like that, and he skipped engineering and continued with chemistry. He really liked chemistry. So I have people like that for chemistry. So I have people for different subjects. Okay, so with whatever the questions you have, you can come here, then ask from me. Maths and physics I can help, but not chemistry and bio, but I'll arrange some invigilators for that, okay? So this place should be the place that you clarify all your doubts, okay, without any worry, okay? Otherwise, in some classes, you can't ask questions, right? Here, this should be the place where you clarify all your doubts, okay? And continue, okay? Yeah, and a place like this is really essential for A levels, okay? It's really essential because not like in O levels, you won't understand maybe at least 30% of the things that we are teaching. In all subjects, you won't understand 30% of the things that we are teaching. Okay, that's the nature of A levels. Okay, that 30% you have to figure out. Ask a friend, go home and try, do more questions and try to understand. You have to go through that process. Okay, just use this place as a support for that. Okay. Okay, so this one, L, L over 2, L over 4. Attention, it goes like this. Initial term L, initial term L. Second term L, half. Third L, half squared. Next one L, half cube. It goes like that. Clear? It goes like that. Now, now, what is the initial term, starting term? ආරම්භක පදය මොකක්ද? A. A means L. What is the common ratio? R half. Common ratio half. Now what do you get? මේක සුළු කරද්දි මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? S, can you remember A Rn minus 1 or 1 minus Rn? How do you write in all levels? It's same. Sorry? 1 minus Rn. Okay. Anyways, 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R, right? This is the sum, right? Clear? A 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. Clear? Okay. Now what? What is the initial term? L. Initial term L. 1 minus. R means half. R means half. Here 1 minus half. Clear? 1 minus half. Clear? So you get, when you solve this, you get here it's half. Here it's half. You take this 2 here. Then it becomes 2L 1 minus half to the power n. Clear? Clear? Now, what is the total? This is the sum of a geometric progression. Can you remember? Gunottara shreniya aikya. Then for 20 terms, what happens? Terms 20 මොකද වෙන්නේ? For 20 terms, what happens? Write 20 here. මෙතන 20 ලියන්න. Clear? Clear? For 20 terms, write 20 here. Clear? Then what is the total distance traveled by this frog? What is the total distance traveled by this frog? මෙයාට යන්න පුළුවන් මුළු දුර කොච්චරද? What is the total distance traveled by this frog? The idea is like this. Okay? Idea is like this. This frog can jump infinite times. This frog can jump infinite times. So, after infinite times, it will reach the end, right? After infinite jumps, it will reach the end. Clear? So, to get the total distance, n should be infinity. N should be 1 minus. So, the answer is this. Our equation is this. Equation is this. 2L 1 minus half n. So, n should be infinity, right? N අනන්තය වෙන්න ඕනේ නේද? For infinite jumps. So, 2L 1 minus half infinity. What is half to the power infinity? What is half to the power infinity? 0, right? Why? Half to the power 1, half. Half to the power 2, 4. Half to the power 3, 8. Each time the value goes down, right? 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 8, 1 over 16, 1 over 32. Okay? With the power, value goes down, right? Clear? With the power, value goes down. So half to the power 100, it will be something like 0.0000 something. Half to the power 1000, it will be really small, right? 0.000000 something. Clear? Then half to the power infinity, it will be 0. A lot of zeros and something. That means it's 0, right? It's basically 0, right? So half to the power infinity will be 0. Clear? Half to the power infinity will be 0. Clear? Then what is the answer? 2L. What is the answer? 2L. Clear? Clear? 2L, 1 minus 0. That means 2L. Clear? 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 This is the idea. So that means this frog can jump forever. Okay, this frog can jump forever. But the maximum distance it can travel is 2L. Clear? After jumping infinite times, it would travel a distance of 2L only. Clear? Clear? This is the idea. And working with infinity is a is a must in physics. Okay, why? Sometimes you have gravitational. Let's talk about the lesson gravity. In the gravitational lesson, you have we define potential gravitational potential energy relative to infinity. We define static electricity in potential in static electricity relative to infinity. Like that, we just it's always infinity. Okay, we refer a lot of things relative to infinity in physics. Okay, so how to work with infinity? This understanding is really important. Okay, clear? Is this clear? Clear? You just have to send n to infinity. Okay. Try level 3 question number 2. Oh, else try this one. I can remember the question number. This one. Yeah, level 6 question number 2. Level 6 question number 2. And at the same time, let's try to, while doing physics, let's try to aim for Olympiad exams also. Okay. In our class, every week you will get a revision tute. With the revision tute, you will get normal questions. Attention, everyone. You will get a set of normal questions and around 4 5 questions from Olympiad. Okay, so I hope like at least 80% of the class would try to, after A levels, soon after A levels, after like 2 months you will have the Olympiad exam. Let's aim for the Olympiad exams also. Okay, because one reason is if you are capable of writing the Olympiad paper physics, then anyways A level will not be a big issue. Okay, you won't even think about A levels. Okay, it's like it's really easy compared to the Olympiad paper, and also it opens up a lot of opportunities. For example, I can remember we had 2022 we had Island Fifth, Nelushi. She did Olympiad, and before the A level results, she got selected to MIT, University of MIT. That means world number second, as I remember, world number first or second. Stanford, MIT, Harvard, they hold world number top five. These are the universities from top five universities. So they got the scholarship, and I know a lot of students like that. Even our students now usually aim for University of Sydney, University of Princeton. So these exams like Olympiad, sometimes even for me, sometimes when we talk about when we in some when we go to some countries, maybe for some conference or something like that, they sometimes don't know what is Sri Lanka. Okay, then GC A level, advanced level of Sri Lanka, they have no idea, but Olympiad exams everybody knows. Okay, so it would be a really good thing. So you don't have to do anything for that. Just learn physics properly. Okay, it's the same physics. Okay, just learn physics properly, and if you have additional time every week, try to do those Olympiad questions. It's not necessary, you can forget them if you don't like. If you have enough time, try those Olympiad questions which we give every week, then we will discuss them. I will have a separate session for these Olympiad question discussion so that students who like can join. Why? The reason is if you are really capable of doing physics and if you are okay with Olympiad questions, that means I can explain a lot more for them. Okay, so if you are like, at least if you keep trying the Olympiad questions, I will have some separate sessions to discuss some Olympiad questions and explain you how to think at least one step further. Okay, one step further than this. Okay, so just keep it in your mind. Just don't make your like last target University of Moratuwa, Colombo Medicine. It's a really small target. Okay, not a big deal. Okay, so just forget that. It's not a big deal actually with everything you have here. Okay, you have good teachers. Maybe you have like maybe everyone. I think everyone knows seniors, so that you can get good advisors. Okay, you have the whole infrastructure. So going for medicine or engineering is not a big deal. Okay, just forget that. Okay, Just aim for something higher, okay? Maybe starting a company by yourself after A levels, okay? Maybe from a field that you like. Maybe aiming for something like MIT, Princeton, going for a, world top 5 university. Like have some better targets, okay? Going for engineering and medicine. Really, with your capacity, really small, okay? Not a big deal, okay? Just trust me, if you work properly, it's not a big deal. Even for me, we didn't, A-level results always comes at midnight, okay? I just check my results maybe as I remember, not in the morning, next day evening, okay? Anyways, you know that you get 3 years, okay, if you work properly. It's a really good exam. Really easy exam if you work properly, okay? If you finish or syllabus before 6 months, and if you do all the papers and do everything, A levels is a very simple exam, okay? Okay, so just aim there, okay? Aim there, for something better, okay? Not University of Moratuwa and Medicine Colombo, okay? It's not a big deal, okay? So just aim for better stuff because you are capable of that, okay? You have that capacity, everyone, okay? So let's try another question. And another thing, I'll discuss this next week, most probably. I think we don't have enough time to discuss this question uh, this week, but I need you to try, okay? Some students have finished level 1, 2, and 3, a lot of questions from level 1, I think, up to level 4. So even everyone can try this question. This would be also difficult, but it would be really difficult, right? Yeah, but you can try. You can try. You know this one. Attention, everyone. You know this thing. If you place something here, where can you see that? Somewhere here, right? Why ray diagram goes like this? Ray diagram goes like this, so you see it here, right? Can you remember from O levels? This one? Ray diagram goes like this, and you see the image here. Clear? If this depth is capital H, if this depth is capital H, we call this the real depth. Then we call this the apparent depth. Clear? Can you remember this one also? Okay. Here we can write it as maybe I. Here it as R. Refractive index of water is N. You can apply Snell law here, sin I, sin R, N. You can apply Snell law here. I need you to find simple H using capital H and N. Using capital H and N. That means using the refractive index and the real depth, I need you to find the apparent depth. Clear? Using the refractive index and real depth, find the apparent depth. Simple H. Clear? Try this question. All these questions are really difficult, so I don't need the final answer. Just do what is possible. I'll help to a certain extent. If this is I, what is this angle? If this is I, what is this angle? I, right? This one. See? If this is R, what is this angle? If this is R, what is this angle? See, same line, R, right? You had these things in all of us, right? Okay, clear? Let's take this distance as X. Now try. Now it's really simple. You can write tan R, you can write tan I. You can apply Snell law here and connect it with N. Clear? Now the question will not be that difficult. You can try this at home. Clear? But I'll make it easy. For small angles, even you can check your logbook given to you. For small angles, okay, tan theta and sin theta is equal, okay? Why? See, for small angles like this, what is tan theta? X over y. What is tan theta? X over y. What is sin theta? X over r. Attention. What is tan theta? X over y. Clear? What is sin theta? X over r. And r and y are similar, right? When the angle is small, when the angle is small, R and Y are similar, right? Clear? So first, this is also where, I mean, must know this in many questions in physics, okay? So for small angles, tan theta is equal to sin theta, okay? This thing you have to know. For small angles, tan theta is equal to sin theta. Clear? It's clear, right? Here, y tan theta x over y, sin theta x over r. Clear? Sin theta x over r, and these two are close, right? Clear? These two are close. Clear? That is the idea. Tan theta equals what I need you to find. I mean, you can use all these concepts, okay? Snell law, refractive index, and everything, and try to find h, okay? Write this down and try this. Don't worry. As I explained, you won't be able to get the answer, okay? And that's the nature of physics. What I need you to do is trying when you can't get the answer, okay? Clear? What I need you to do is keep trying when you can't get the answer. Write this down and you can try this at home. Don't worry, the class is not over. We have like 2 minutes left. No, we have more than half an hour, right? It's 6:30, right? Oh, no. So we can do a lot of questions. Okay, try this one. Write this down, then let's continue. I need you to find simple h using capital H and N only. Okay, write this down and let's continue with other questions. But if someone have time, like if you have finished other questions that I asked you to do, you can try this question. And I have helped you a lot, okay? I have helped you a lot. It's like 1 or 2 steps away from the final answer. Okay, I'll discuss some other questions like I asked you to, I think you have written this one, right? Everyone? Okay, you can try this question. While you try that question, I'll discuss some other questions. Level 6, question number 2. 2 to the power x, 3 to the power x squared equals 6. Equals 6. Uh, what can I do here is, I mean, there's an obvious answer, right? One obvious answer? Yes, nice. 1. X equals 1 is an obvious answer. This should be the first answer. X equals 1. Why? X 1, x squared 1, then 2 into 3, 6. Clear? X equals 1 is an obvious answer. Clear? X සමාන 1 කියන්නේ කෙලින්ම එන උත්තරයක්. What are the other answers? There may be other answers, right? For that, we have to use log, right? Log use කරන්න වෙනවානේ. And you have your logbooks, okay, with you. I mean, that's why we print these cards now. Otherwise, you tell that you didn't bring your logbook. Then every week we have to skip some questions. It keeps happening. Then until the exam, we do that. Then when we are really close to the exam, you are not comfortable with the logbook. Okay, so it happens. So now that's why we print the cards. Now every day I have printed like maybe a lot of cards, thousands of cards. So every day, if you tell that you don't have a logbook, we'll give you a logbook. Okay, that is the plan. Otherwise, I mean, every year it happens. Okay, students, I mean, they use the calculator. They tell that they don't have the logbook with themselves. Then they use the calculator. Then they become too comfortable with the calculator. Then they keep using the calculator. Then when we are really close to the exam, they tell it's really difficult for me to use the logbook without errors. Okay, then it's a new problem. Okay, we can't solve that when it is close to A levels. Okay, okay, everything should be solved now. You have to be comfortable with the logbook. You have to be comfortable with, I mean, even your writing speed, even your writing speed. Just use the class to improve that. Okay, whenever I ask you to write something, purposefully write it as fast as possible. Okay. Why? I mean, you work for this exam maybe for 2 or 2.5 years after this point, maybe 2 years. So from a 3 hour paper, 15 minutes means maybe 2-3 months of your life. Okay. So if you can save 15 minutes from using your writing speed, okay, that means you are saving maybe 2-3 months of your life. Okay. Clear? Clear? So just, I mean, learn to write fast, but you don't have a separate, you can't find a separate time for do that. Okay. වෙනම වෙලාවල් හොයන්න බෑ ඉක්මනට ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න තේරුණාද? Here you have to try that. Okay. Here whenever you are writing, write it fast. Okay. Write it fast so that eventually you will learn how to write fast. Okay. Use the class to improve everything. Okay. Then you don't have to find a separate time to do that. Okay. ඕකට වෙනම වෙලාවල් හොය හොය යන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. එතකොට clearද? එකපාර හදලා දාන්න පුළුවන්. Clear? Okay. What is the other answer? Let's divide this maybe. Let's simplify this a bit. මෙයාව ටිකක් සුළු කරලෙමු. 2 to the power x, 3 to the power x squared. I divide this by 6. I divide this by 6. Then I get 2 to the power x, 3 to the power, sorry, this is x squared. X squared. Here it's 6 means 2 into 3. 6 means 2 into 3 equals 1. Clear? 6 means 2 into 3. Clear? Now 2x over 2. What is 2x divided by 2? 2 x minus 1. What is 3x squared divided by 3? 3 x squared minus 1. Is that clear? I'm just making it easy to understand, simplifying this. Okay, I don't know how to get the final answer at the moment, but I do what is possible. Okay, I can divide it by 6 and make it little bit simplified. Okay, just one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time. Just don't think how can I get the final answer. No, it's not like that. Just one step at a time. So I have this. Okay, now I'll take it towards this side so that I can apply log. You will understand what I'm going to do. I'll take it here. 3 x squared minus 1 equals 1 over 2 x minus 1. I'll take it here. Clear? And I can write this as 3 x squared minus 1 equals 2 minus x minus 1. Clear? Clear? Is this clear? Okay. What is the reason to do this? Now I can apply log, right? Now I can apply log. I mean, now when I have this, what is the main issue? Why can't I solve for x? It's here, up here. How can you solve for something? How can you solve something when it stays as a power in an equation? It's difficult, right? When it is up here, it's difficult to solve, right? Clear? Now you need to take them down. What is the easiest way to take them down? Applying log. Why? Can you remember? Log x to the power y, you can write as y log x. Can you remember this? You can write it as y log x. Clear? X log x to the power y, you can write as y log x. Clear? When this is possible, okay, I'll take log 3x squared minus 1, here log 2 minus x minus 1. Clear? Now I can take x here, right? Now I can take x squared minus 1 log 3 equals, I can take it here, minus x minus 1 log 2. Clear? Minus x minus 1 log 2. Clear? Clear, everyone? Okay. Now what? I can solve it again. How? I can write this as what? X minus 1, x plus 1. Clear? X squared minus 1 means x minus 1, x plus 1, right? Log 3 equals minus x minus 1 log 2. Clear? Log 2. Clear? X minus 1, x plus 1 log 3 equals minus x minus 1 log 2. Clear? Okay. Now, how can I solve this? Is this clear, everyone? X squared minus 1 I can write as x minus 1, x plus 1. Now I can divide it by x minus 1. Clear? Now I can divide it by x minus 1. Clear? It makes it easy, right? It makes it easy to solve, right? Clear? I mean, this is a difference or so. I mean, when we are trying to solve this properly, x equals 1 can also be an answer, right? It's a different story. Let's talk about these kind of stuff later. But for now, I can divide this by x minus 1. Clear? Now I have x plus 1 equals here minus log 2, here log 3. Minus log 2, here log 3. Clear? Now I have the answer for x. X equals what? Minus log 2 log 3 minus 1. Clear? Clear? Now you should understand what is happening here. What is happening here? The scattered knowledge. We know log. We never use these stuff to solve for anything. Clear? Now we need log to solve stuff. Clear? Clear? Now it's just scattered knowledge in O levels. We are combining them, okay? We should first learn how to use the knowledge from O levels here. Then we can continue with A level physics, okay? First of all, we have to understand how to use the things that we already know. Then we can learn new things and continue, okay? That should be our plan, right? Okay, so let's learn how can we apply the things that we already know. Okay, ඒක හොඳට ඉවරයක් කරන්නෙමු තේරුණා. දන්න දේවල් ටික ගානකට දාන්න කොහොමද කියලා හොයාගෙන මුලින් තේරුණා. ඊට පස්සේ බලමු step by step continue කරන්න කොහොමද කියලා. Clear? Clear everyone? Ah. You can try level 3 question number 2 also. Level 3 question number 2. And all our classes are like this, okay? I mean, not like this, but even when we are teaching theory, you will get a workbook always. There's a lot of questions, okay? Where you can try, okay? We learn through questions, okay? Otherwise, මේක කියලා දෙන එක මට lazy. මේක මෙහෙම හදන්න, මේක මෙහෙම හදන්න. It's teaching. The teaching part is really easy. But if you try a question, then you struggle with the question, then you find issues with the question, then I teach it, then you understand, okay? See, that should be the process. So you will always get workbooks like this. Don't worry about finishing the whole workbook, okay? You will need like maybe 2-3 lifetimes to finish all the workbooks, okay? First time, try to finish first level 1, okay? In next workbook, try to finish up to level 3. When you are improving, you will be able to finish until level 10, okay? That's how the workbooks go, okay? So just don't worry about finishing the whole workbook, okay? Level 3, question number 2. And others, keep trying, okay? Keep trying all the questions, but anyways, we will be providing all the answers for all the workbooks, okay? I will have separate sessions to discuss difficult questions maybe, but anyways, we'll be providing all the answer scripts for all the workbooks, okay? But just don't worry about finishing workbooks. It's a lot of work, okay? I got correct answers for level 3, question number 2. Try. Everyone try. There's a question like this. Yeah, this also I'll explain. Here in level 3, question number 2, can you see 3 dots? 3 dots. That indicates it goes up to infinity. It goes up to infinity. So root 5, root 5, root 5, root 5, root 5 infinite times. Okay. Level 3, question number 2. So, and also there was a question, nice question. Infinity is just an concept. How can we use them in physics? A good question. Why? Infinity is something that does not exist, right? It's something really huge. Just a concept, okay? In physics, infinity is always relative. That means sometimes When we talk about gravity in the gravity lesson, infinity means something really far away. Maybe 10 light years away, we can call it infinity. In physics, infinity means something relatively large. That means in optics we mention looking at infinity. Anantedi අපි කියනවා පුද්ගලයෙක්ට a grown person can see infinity. In optics, infinity it doesn't mean, I mean, if you can see up to infinity, I mean, you don't need telescopes, right? So in optics, infinity means usually person can see up to maybe maximum maybe 1-2 kilometers, let's assume. Then that is infinity in optics. But when we talk about gravity, we are talking about huge objects. So 1-2 kilometers, we can't call it infinity. But 100 light years away from Earth, we call it infinity. In magnetics, sometimes we have infinity. A current carrying wire like this, it creates a magnetic field. But we tell that the magnetic field is 0 at infinity. In that case, this wire here, it won't affect me, right? That means relative to that wire, relative to the magnetic field of the wire, I'm at infinity. Clear? In physics, infinity is not a mathematical concept like in maths. In maths, it's million times difficult to work with infinity. Why? It's just a concept. In physics, infinity means something relatively large. Clear? In optics, looking at 100 kilometers, it's infinity. In gravity, 100 light years away from Earth, it's infinity. In magnetics, 2 meters from this wire, I call it infinity. Why? Magnetic fields are weak. When the magnetic field is weak, it can't affect me. So I'm at infinity. It's not actual infinity, right? From this wire to me, it's like 2 meters of distance. But in magnetics, it's infinity. Clear? So in physics, it's not a very complex concept. It's something larger. Okay? Clear? Clear? Okay? That's why I'm organizing this math session today, because when we are starting with physics from next day onwards, I mean, we should be comfortable with some of the mathematical concepts. What is infinity? How to work with that? Clear? Very small concepts like this, we should be comfortable with them. Clear? That is the reason to do this session. Clear? And for some students mentioned that they are doing sports and all kind of extracurricular activities. Yes, don't worry. Even I did like 3 sports while doing A levels. That's why I said like our sectional head for the first term I was not able to. I mean, I only went to the class for like 2-3 days for the whole first term. Why? Tournament season, right? First term means usually tournament season. So my sectional head asked me to like stop doing science and move to the art section. Okay. Then the first term I was section first. After that, no issue. Okay. I don't go to the classroom. Nobody checks my attendance. No big issue. Okay. So for the people who are doing extracurricular activities, there will be a huge resistance from your school. Definitely. Okay. There will be huge resistance from your school. It is not like all A level teachers are not like O level teachers. There will be huge resistance from A level teachers for you to do sports. It's not because they hate sports or it's not because they hate you. It's because they have seen hundreds of students failing A levels due to extracurricular activities. Okay, hundreds of students. Okay, you check your school, maybe whatever the team you are doing sport, check all the seniors. Okay, check for the people who did really well at that sport, check their results. That's why teachers are worried. So what you can do is, if you want to keep doing extracurricular activities, try to maybe at least try to come to the top 5 of the class. Okay, then they don't have to worry. Then your teachers don't have to, I mean, they are getting paid to make sure that you are getting good results. That's why they are worried. It's their job. Okay, so there will be a huge resistance from your teachers definitely in A level classes for doing sports and extracurricular activities. Just give them your assurance. You don't have to worry. I'll make sure that I'm getting proper results. Then they won't care. Okay, they won't ever think about you. You can do whatever the extracurricular activity you are doing, Okay, you will be free to do anything. Okay, after I became section first in the first term. After that, sometimes I'm in maybe table tennis room. Sometimes I'm at bush room. Sometimes I'm doing I'm at music circle. Something. Okay, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Why? Now the teachers are relieved. They don't have to think about me. Why? They know that I would eventually get a good result. Okay, so just don't create this collision with your teachers at A-level classes by trying to do sports against them. Okay, it's not a game against you against them. It's not like that. Okay, it's like they have seen hundreds or thousands of students failing exams due to these extracurricular activities and sports. So just give them that assurance that you will make sure that you are getting a good results. Then they would not disturb you. Okay, so just don't create that. Turn it into a collision. Okay, we see it happening every year, and students come and tell our teacher doesn't allow us to do sports. It's a huge problem. I have practices. I'm holding a very good rank at this sport. Now it's getting destroyed because of these class teachers. Yes, they are not getting paid to make sure that you are getting a good rank at whatever the sport you are doing. They are getting paid to make sure that you are getting good results at A levels. Okay, so you will be able to do whatever the extracurricular activity you are doing if you give that assurance to your teachers. Okay, so first target on the first term test, really important. Okay, first term test, it will decide your freedom. Okay, first term test will decide your freedom. Okay, so try to have very good marks in first term test, then yeah, you are good to go. Okay, then you can do whatever you like. Okay, and every boys school have I mean, you can go to the school whenever you like and you can come out whenever you like, right? In our time it was like that. I wear not school uniform, something else, and go to the school whenever I want. And whenever I need to leave the school, I put something like maybe sports, a t-shirt and all, and I leave the school. Is it like that? Yeah, right. Still not this side, right? You can't do that, right? Yeah, can't help. But for you guys, if you get good results in first term test, life will be really easy. Okay, life will be really easy. Nobody cares. You can go to school whenever you like. You can leave the school whenever you like. You can do whatever you like, but you have to give that assurance to your teachers that you are getting good marks. Okay, that assurance must be there. Okay, okay, so uh, level 3, and I'll help. Okay, if anyone misses class due to any extracurricular activity, definitely, at least even individually, I'll teach. Okay, I'll individually teach because I know that issue. I know that it's not easy to maybe do a good sport and at the same time performing in A levels. I know it's difficult. I'll help, but we need the same kind of help from your side. Okay, you should put some effort. Okay, okay. So level 3, question number 2, 5. Attention, it goes up to infinity. It goes up to infinity. Okay, let's take this as x. Now the same concept. What? What is infinity minus 1? What is infinity minus 1? Infinity. What is infinity minus 1? Infinity, right? I mean, you subtract something from infinity, it is still infinity, right? Why it's really huge, that's why we call it infinity. You subtract 1 from infinity, you will still get infinity, right? Infinity is something really large. Clear? Clear? So, if this is x, what would be the value of this one? What would be the value of this part? If this is x, what would be the value of this part? Still x, right? Why? You remove one layer from infinity, you still have infinite layers. Clear? You remove one layer from infinity, you will still have infinite layers, right? So removing one layer will not change anything, right? I mean, you have a pile of papers, maybe 1 billion papers stacked on top of each other. You remove one paper. Will it change the height? You have 1 billion papers stacked on top of each other. You remove one paper. Will it change the height? No, right? Okay. From a huge pile, if you remove one, no change. Clear? Clear? So, this will also be x, right? Clear? So, you will get 5 here again x. Clear? Again x. equals x, what can you do? You get the square, x squared, x squared. For now, you can cancel out 1x, x equals 5. X equals 5. Clear? We have to learn how to work with infinity, okay? Why? You will always have some, current electricity, you have infinite circuits. Then they ask what happens, what is the solution of this infinite circuit? Then you have to know how to work with infinity, okay? Infinity is always involved in physics, so we have to be comfortable with, working with infinity. And what about other subjects? What are the classes you are going? Maybe who are the students who are going to Chandik sir's class? Okay, we have a considerable amount of students. Okay, let's check. What about chemistry? I just need to check what is happening nowadays. Okay, and who's doing maths? Oh, a lot of. What about bio? Nice, nice. And for bio students, there will be some math sessions happening even after this session. Okay, why? There's a huge trouble here. Why people will keep learning maths? Okay, so they sometimes use them in physics. Okay, which yes, you get different research scores, but it's definitely, if you know that some maths parts, it's a very, really important competitive advantage over other bio people. Okay, so definitely there will be some math sessions even after this one for the people who are joining the class, to make sure that bio students know enough amount of maths, so that the competition, if you know some maths parts, it will be a really high competitive advantage over others. Okay, so there will be some math sessions, especially for bio students, after this session also, when we are doing classes, to make sure that you are really competent with maths also. Okay, we have to make sure that. Okay, sorry, not today, not today. Don't worry. When you are doing classes, there will be some sessions. I'll inform. Okay, maybe once a month. Okay, let's have some math sessions and cover some maths parts. Then other bio students don't know that. Then provides you a competitive advantage. Okay. So there will be sessions like that and separate Olympiad question discussion sessions. I'll explain you everything. Okay. But first of all, now you always hear the term sessions. You will have a lot of sessions. We can't do that if you hate physics. Okay. And when you always have a music session, if you like music, no big issue, right? If you hate music, you always have to go and play music. I mean, it's a huge problem, right? So if we can have Olympiad sessions, maybe math sessions, different sessions. If you like, definitely if you like the subject, okay? So the first thing is you have to like the subject. Somehow try to build that. Then we can do whatever the sessions we like. Then you will be attend, okay? You will be attending those sessions without any issue, okay? That is one main requirement. So for any inquiries, you can contact this number, 070 402 402 9701 9701. And if you need any recommendations for other classes, just meet me after the class and I'll explain. Like for some students, definitely, even for some English medium students, attention, They think that they understand better when we are explaining in English, but in certain scenarios, you understand better when we are explaining in Sinhala, okay? With English terms. So try this under class also. Sometimes I think it would be better for some English medium students to learn in Sinhala with English terms. But for some students, entire English medium class would be better. So this Sunday we are starting Sinhala and English class, evening 2 to 5:30. Next Thursday, 10th, we are starting the entire English medium class. As I remember, the time would be 3 to 6:30. So, and I think, who can attend 10th, the class on 10th? You have Urdu, anything like that? No, right? It's like 3-4 days before Urdu. Is it issue? No, right? You can anyways join, and you can join online if it is an issue, okay? You can join online if it is an issue. So let's continue like this, okay? Let's continue like this. If you need to know anything, just let me know. And hand over the papers, the registration papers to them after the class. And that's all for today, and thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And if possible, attention, if possible, Thursday class students, after this class, if possible, don't start another class after this class. Why? Then we can extend the time when we need. We can like maybe use that time to maybe after class if you need further explanations. If some students tell that you didn't understand optics very well, after this class, I will arrange maybe 2 hours to explain optics again. So if you have this time after the class, it will be really easy to do these sessions, okay? So Sunday class, don't start another class after the Sunday class time. Thursday students, if possible, don't start another class after this time, okay? Then I can have 1 or 2 hours and tell you if someone didn't understand last week's content, just wait. I'll take 1 hour and explain. I can't tell that if you start another class after the Thursday class or Sunday class, okay? So if possible, keep that time free, okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.